Hi guys! Today I'm doing something a little bit different and sharing my top 8 funniest isekai protagonists. Of course this is just my opinion, but I think that these characters bring a lot of comedy to the isekai genre and I enjoy watching each and every one of them. So let's get into this list, starting with 8 and working our way up to the number 1 spot. At number 8 we have Kumoko from So I'm a Spider, So What? Her entire class is killed in an explosion and reincarnated into another world, but for some reason she ends up reincarnating as a giant spider, but this doesn't seem to faze her at all. She was previously a loner and kind of a nerd, so she uses all of her free time to kind of grind and gain skills, and her inner monologue is what makes the show so funny. She's also really nonchalant and she just doesn't care, and she kind of just does whatever she wants, and that really leads to a lot of funny situations. At number 7 we have Rei Taylor from I'm in Love with the Villainess. She is reincarnated into an otome game, and instead of being in love with all of the male protagonists, she is in love with the female bully named Claire Francois. And when I say in love with, I mean completely obsessed with, and it's this obsession that leads her to do so many funny things and act like a complete fool in the process. At number 6 we have Yumiella Dolkness from Villainess level 99. She is reincarnated into an otome game as the villain character, but she has no intention of actually fulfilling that villain role. Instead, she's completely obsessed with leveling up, and that leads her to become level 99, which is unheard of. She also has poor people skills, and this leads to a lot of the comedy in this show, but what also makes it really funny is her relentlessness to try and make everyone around her level up, which she's really harsh on them, and it's really funny. If you've enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. At number 5 we have Rimuru Tempest from That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. He gets reincarnated into a fantasy world as a slime monster, which is a weak monster typically, but he ends up being very powerful. What makes Rimuru funny is the fact that he is usually completely oblivious to what's going on around him. He is often very unaware of how impressive some of his feats are, adding to the comedy of the show. Number 4 on our list is Kazuma Sato from KonoSuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World. After being killed in a silly way, he is reincarnated into a fantasy world where he is surrounded by idiots. But never fear, cause he's also an idiot. It's these combination of idiots that make the show so funny. Not only that, but Kazuma is completely full of himself for somebody who is so worthless, and that is hilarious in and of itself. At number 3 we have Tanya Degurechaff from Saga of Tanya the Evil. A grown man is reincarnated as a little girl in a war-torn country, and after discovering that she has magical powers, she joins the military because she wants an easy track to a well-paying job. Her personality is completely ruthless, and it's honestly really funny how she treats everyone around her. The comedy is added to by the fact that all of this is coming from a little girl. So while the topic of this anime is pretty heavy, it is made funny by the fact that she has a completely crazy personality. The second place spot on this list goes to Ainz from Overlord. He is reincarnated into the world of his favorite MMO after the servers are shut down and he can no longer log out. What makes this show so funny is the fact that he is constantly oblivious to his subordinates' plans, but he plays along with them like he knows exactly what's happening. His inner monologue during these exchanges is hilarious, and it never gets old, and it's what makes this show so funny. Our number 1 spot goes to Shadow, aka Sid Kagenou from the Eminence in Shadow. He is reincarnated into another world where there is magic, and he lives out his Chunibyo delusions of being Shadow. But what little does he know is all of the things he dreams up actually come to fruition. His indifference and his commitment to being a background character add additional layers of comedy to his character, and this is what ultimately makes him my top choice for funniest isekai protagonist. Well, that wraps up my list. Which Isekai protagonist do you think is the funniest? Also, please consider liking and subscribing as it really helps my channel. Until next time, bye bye!